What's up, Internet? It's Skinny at Cobourg Nissan, and behind me I have a 2017 Nissan Murano Platinum. This is a fully loaded CUV, one of the hottest cars around. Let's go have a look. Alright guys, let's dive right into this 2017 Nissan Murano Platinum. First and foremost, it's like minus 12 degrees, so let's get the car started because it does feature a remote starter, and it's an intelligent remote starter, which means it's going to turn on your heated seats, turn on your heated steering wheel, and it's also going to crank the air conditioning or the heating to adjust it to the climate control setting you set last to make sure that the car is nice and comfy when you hop in. So now that we've got the car started, let's start talking about some amazing features, because this Murano features some great advanced safety features, which you probably saw in the ad. First and foremost, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the forward emergency braking. So I'm backing up here to give you a little bit of a visual, but let's pretend that this Honda Crosstour over here is a car that's coming along and you're driving. There is a radar box in the front bumper right there, and it's measuring the traffic in front of you. And if anything approaches the car too quickly or within kind of a specified radius, the Murano will actually put on the brakes and it can bring it to a complete stop. And that is an absolutely amazing safety feature to have. Just picture yourself in highway traffic in Toronto on the 401 where it always backs up. If you're adjusting the radio and you don't catch the traffic in time, that radar is going to pick up the traffic in front, apply the brakes, and can even bring the vehicle to a complete stop to hopefully avoid a collision in front of you. So that is a great safety feature to have. It also features lane departure warning, meaning if you're on the highway or even on the regular roads and you start to drift over one of the white lines or the yellow lines, it'll beep at you and tell you, hey, get back in the lines. That is a feature you can turn off because, quite frankly, it can be somewhat a little annoying, but if you are someone that wants to use every safety feature, that is available as well on this vehicle. So let's continue our tour. Now we talked about the advanced safety features. There's a few more, but it's cold out, so I'll talk about them in the car. The Murano features a 3.5 liter V6 engine. It's got lots of power, but it is absolutely incredible on fuel, thanks in part to the CVT transmission and the gearing of the power output ratio on that engine. It gives you the power when you need it, but otherwise, low RPM driving, especially on the highway. Now, as we're standing at the side here, have a look at these. The 20-inch alloy wheels that are exclusive on the Platinum model only. Those are available on this vehicle, look really sharp. You can see it's finished in a gun metallic gray, and it has that nice floating roof design. That is a very, very specific feature that Nissan went for right here. You can see that that gray part stops right here, and it gives it kind of like a floating roof. And that is something that a lot of manufacturers that have actually started to copy. You'll find it on like the Lexus and the Mercedes. They've all started to copy that because it is such a great looking design. Speaking of great looking, look at those taillights. Those things are fantastic. Now, the Murano also features a power tailgate. I'm gonna see if I can dig the key out of my pocket again. I got a bunch of them. Yep, I got the right one. So we're gonna open up that tailgate, give you a better look inside here, because as you can see, it's got a lot of room back here. All right. And if you're a lazy person, which I am, check this out. It's got a folding seat, but, okay, so they all do that, right? Who cares? Check this out. It doesn't actually make that noise, I just make that noise for effect. But it has a power returning folding seat, which is great. So you can see that that seat will fold right back up. You don't have to touch it. You don't have to get inside and lift it up. Let's get that tailgate closed up. You can see the Murano has a dual exhaust in the rear. Sorry if the video's shaky, guys. It is freezing out here. As we come around the side again, I'm looking for any dings, dents, scratches, anything that I can point out, because it is a used vehicle, even though it's only a 2017, but there's nothing that I'm finding on this car. Oh wait, hold on. Did I find something? See that? Look at that. Just a little scuff. And I bet you, if I start rubbing at it, it's gonna go away. We can buff that out if it doesn't polish out real quick. Now, one of the features that you're gonna find on the Platinum as well, so you get these really cool LED accent lights, which are on all the Muranos, but the headlights are also LED headlights on the Platinum model, which are those super bright white lights that everybody loves because they light up the road so well. You can see that beautiful chrome grille. And then right under here, right under the Nissan logo, you see that? There's a camera under there. There's also a rear view camera. And then as we come around to the side, I'll show you, because right underneath the mirror is another camera. I don't know if you can see that there. but that gives you a top-down view of the car when we're parking, and I'm going to show you that when we hop inside. So now that we have the intelligent key, 1 push, driver's door, 2 pushes, all 4 doors. And let's have a look inside here. So the Murano has a really, really spacious back seat, and they were very conscious when they built the back seat of the Murano. Because this is our luxury SUV, they made sure to include some really nice features back here. So first and foremost, that panoramic sunroof goes all the way to the back, you can see here. Gives it a really open cockpit kind of feel in the back. The rear seats, as you can see, are reclining rear seats. This passenger side here is reclined back. The driver's side here is reclined back. This side here is a little bit more straight up, and that's because we use that power folding seat option. Inside here, we've got some birthday balloons because we had a delivery with this vehicle. We've got this fold down armrest, cup holders, and then this slot here is designed to hold an iPad or tablet. So anybody back here can kind of go hands-free, put their tablet in there and watch whatever kind of entertainment they want to watch. And best of all, there is a USB outlet in the back, so that way they can power up their iPad or cell phone or whatever they're watching back here and keep it all charged up. And you've also got heated rear seats in the back, high and low, for the back passengers as well. And then last but not least, here's another tablet or iPad holder in case you got 2 little ones back here that are fighting. You can just put the tablet back there, they can't reach it, you can control it and keep it charged up, as I mentioned, with that nice USB. Let's have a look in the driver's side now. So again, you got that nice big panoramic sunroof. This portion here, the sunroof will tilt up and slide back. That back glass piece just stays stationary. And then have a look, these seats are in great condition. This is a 1-owner vehicle, non-smoker, definitely no odors in the vehicle. And then have a look at the Murano seat. Like I said, our luxury SUV, it's got this nice kind of dark gray piping and stitching here, pardon me. And then it has this cool dark gray insert, perforated seats, a really, really sharp looking seat. And then you've got a 12-way power driver's seat, and then you have a power passenger seat as well. And the driver's seat is hooked up to the memory system over here. But best of all, in the Platinum, you also get a power, tilt, and telescopic steering wheel. And that steering wheel is also hooked up to the memory system. So when you jump in as driver 1, the steering wheel, the seat, and the mirrors will go to that driver position setting, pardon me. If you're driver 2, it will go to your setting, which is a really, really nice feature, especially if there's like a longer, taller, shorter driver situation in the household. That is always very helpful. So now that we've started the vehicle with the remote start, we hop in, push the start button, and now everything is going back to that last driver position. So I'm going to move the seat back so we can get a better view. I'm also going to turn down the climate control. You can see that that fan speed is all the way up. Because it's on auto, it's trying to get the temperature to the car to 23 degrees. So I'm going to override that, and I'm going to turn down the fan speed so you guys can hear me. There we go. So let's talk about the steering wheel, because the steering wheel is a heated steering wheel right down there, and it warms up. Honestly, in about 15 seconds, that steering wheel gets nice and warm, which is fantastic. You really don't need gloves when you have one of these. And then you've got your power opening trunk from here as well if you want to adjust it from here. You've got automatic headlights, so those LEDs will turn on at night and turn off when it's not needed. And, oh, gotta unzip, it's getting warm. That's the advantage of the remote start. The car gets warm pretty quick. Now, on the steering wheel, let's talk about all these buttons. So up here, you have your Bluetooth controls and your radio controls. This button here, these 2 buttons control the advanced driver display, which is this really, really nice big screen here. So you can see here, it's got the compass, it's got your odometer, 34,000 kilometers on this one. But when I push those over arrows, you can see that it starts going through all the different outputs, settings, and maintenance minders, things like that for the Murano, all with the touch of a button. And then you can actually go through and scroll through the settings with your arrow keys here. So it's a really, really nice system, but everything, as you can see at a glance, is right there in front of you, which is really nice. So you don't have to go through the infotainment system over here. It's all right here, right where you want it to be, right below your eyes. You've got your volume controls. And then over here, we have our cruise controls, but this is a little bit different cruise control system because this is an intelligent cruise control system. So what that means is like that emergency braking system that I was telling you about earlier, as you're driving, you're on the 401, you're in the fast lane, you've got cruise set at 120, right? Now, what always happens? There's a driver that's driving 110 and you're like, oh my gosh, get out of the way. Well, with the intelligent cruise control, that radar box is measuring the distance from you to the car in front. It knows that that car is driving slower, so it will actually back off the gas. It will match the speed of the car in front of you, keeping a safe distance. When the car moves out of the way, then the Murano goes right back up to that last cruising speed that he had it set at. So you don't have to be on and off the brake or on and off the gas with the intelligent cruise control. And you can also control the, this is not distance, but everybody relates it to distance, but you can control essentially the intensity or how close you're going to get to that car in front of you by these three. There's three different settings: short, medium, and long. And again, that's not exactly correct in the sense of distance, but when you start using that intelligent cruise control, you'll see what I mean. It's kind of hard to explain it. I don't quite know the terminology I'm looking for that. But yeah, if you're a highway driver, oh my gosh, you're going to drive with that, and then you're going to get into another car without intelligent cruise, and you're going to be so upset because it is a game changer as far as I'm concerned. Now, let's talk about the infotainment and the audio system, because this Murano has an absolutely amazing system. So first and foremost, I'm going to go to the menu. This is kind of your home screen here. So you can see here, it's got a 5-day forecast. It's got this source block here, but this is set up like an iPad. So we can actually add and take away icons here. All of this screen is completely customizable, including this bigger center block here. So we can remove the 5-day forecast. We could add Bluetooth phone book. We could add navigation settings. You can do anything you want in here. And you can see there's several different screens that you just swipe through just like a tablet. So I'll show you real quick. Let's go edit menu. And then we're going to go to here. So now you can see we can add an icon. So let's add one here. Let's go to navigation, and let's go to, let's see, address book. So now we're going to hit save. And when I go back to the home screen, we've got our address book there now. So when you have your Bluetooth phone connected, you hit address book and boom, pops up and you're good to go. So that is a really slick system. That's our newest system that we have. And like you can see, it operates just like a tablet, very customizable, very, very cool. Now let's go to the navigation system, because it's got a bright, beautiful map with pinch controls. So you can pinch out just like your iPad or your cell phone. You can zoom all the way out. Very cool stuff like that. You've got your audio system, and look at all the sources here. You got AM, FM, Sirius Satellite Radio, CD, auxiliary input, Bluetooth audio streaming. So if you got Google, Spotify, YouTube Play, oh my gosh, there's, Amazon even has one now. Whatever you're using to listen to your favorite audio or podcast or whatever it is, you can stream it through your phone completely wirelessly through the Bluetooth. USB 2, which is the rear one, and USB 1, which is the front one up here. So a absolute plethora of ways to listen to audio in the vehicle. So if you like music, oh boy, you're in for a fun time with this. You've got your phone. I won't click on that because there's no phone connected. You've got info, which again is a lot of serious stuff. And then you have your vehicle settings. And a lot of this, again, can be found right here in the center display as well. But if passengers want to see what's going on, they can do it from here. And then right back over to the menu setting. So a lot of different ways to use it, all touchscreen. However, if you are someone who prefers buttons, all the buttons are still over here and over here on this side as well. So like I said, touchscreen or buttons, whatever your preference. Very simple, very easy to use, but it's all right there for you. Now let's go to the camera system, and I'm going to click on camera first. So when I push camera, you can see that this gives me a front view. We're looking at the building. And what that is really handy for is if you're parking and you're pulling into a spot, anything up below, I believe it's 10 kilometers an hour, push the camera button and it gives you that front view so you can line yourself up. You don't bump the car in front of you. Maybe there's a truck with a trailer hitch, whatever the situation is, one of those stupid cones that are halfway up that you can't see. Oh my gosh. Push the front camera button. You won't go bumping into anything. And then you can see here, it gives you that around view that I was telling you. So it uses all 4 cameras to give you a top-down view. And when you're lining your car up, you'll see those white lines and you look like an absolute master of parking. And I've touched the screen, so it's going to give me all these settings. So now when I put the car in reverse, it now gives us the rear view camera with that top-down view as well. And it gives you the hashtag so you can try to line yourself up and park there nice and close. And it's also a great safety thing, obviously. Moving right along, as I mentioned, it does have dual zone climate control, so that's driver and passenger side. You can have independent temperatures. So you can see here, this side's cranking down to 20. We're still at 23 on this side. If I push auto, you're going to see that fan speed come up because it operates just like a thermostat in your house. It's going to get it to the temperature and then back off the fan speed and keep it to where, oh my, it's getting loud, sorry. And then it'll keep that fan where it needs to be to keep that constant temperature inside the car. Down in front of the gear shifter here, we've got your push button start, and then we have driver and passenger heated and cooled seats. So you got air conditioned seats, heated seats, all on this dial here. So like I said, if it's winter time, you're going to leave it on heated seats. When you start the car remotely, it'll turn on your heated seats. Or summertime, leave it on your air conditioned seats, and then when you get in the car, the leather seats are nice and cool. So one of those smart features, because everybody says, oh, I don't want leather because it's cold, or I don't want leather because it's hot. Well, not anymore. Now have a look here, because it's got this really nice brushed aluminum finish. And then right here in this little cubby, you've got your USB, your audio input, or pardon me, auxiliary input for your cell phone. So you can plug your cell phone in here, charge it up, and then just drop it down in this container here. And then look at this armrest. Again, dual armrest, nice brushed aluminum trim down the center. Flip it open, you've got a nice big tray here for some junk. You've got another junk holder down there with a 12-volt outlet. And that is more or less the tour of this beautiful 2017 Nissan Murano with 34,000 kilometers. Guys, my name is Skinny. I love working at Cobourg Nissan. Thank you for watching this video. It's a bit of a long one, but as you can see, there's a lot to talk about. This is a fantastic car, tons of advanced safety features, a lot of luxury features. This is Nissan's pride and joy as far as luxury goes, and you will absolutely love driving it. Intelligent cruise control for the highway, navigation so you don't get lost, and a great audio system. My favorite car to drive for sure. This, Armadas, Titans, you name it, the whole Nissan lineup is fantastic, but this truly is a driver's car and a very nice luxury vehicle. So if you're shopping from out of town, not to worry, we have you covered. Even if you're in Kingston, London, Niagara, wherever you are, we can get this vehicle right to your door. We have free delivery almost across Ontario, and we can even do it if you have a trade-in. Just give us a call, send us an email. We'll go through the entire process. It's very simple, very secure for you. You'll get another video like this showing you if there's anything that we missed or whatever it is. We do a full inspection video, send it back to you so you're comfortable, and we can appraise your trade even just through email. So if you want this car but you're out of town, not to worry, give us a call or send us an email and we'll go through the full details for you. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully some lucky new owners can take home this beautiful luxury Murano. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.